Hello everyone. We will take a look at how we can really create the databases and the tables so that we will get a good look and feel. So when you go to the interface, you click on the data and then you click on the databases. When you click on databases, this type of window will open. So here when we created a trial account, this Snowflake sample data we got it. But let's see how we can really create a database. But before we go and start creating a database, I just wanted to explain that the concept of this database is same as the general database, the normal databases we have in various relational databases. So you will understand what I mean, that it will have a similar type of objects. It has schemas under it, and then under schemas it has more objects which you find in traditional databases. So let's see what we get when we click the plus database. Here we can give the name as our first database. Say I will say alpha edge first underscore db, and then I just say create. So within a fraction of seconds, you can create a database. So once a database gets created, Snowflake assigns by default two schemas. One is information schema, another one is the public schema. So then when you click here on the database on these three dots, you get few options. Number one is edit. You can click on edit, and if you want to change the name, you can change the name of the database. Second option is clone. There's a concept of cloning a database which we will go through in further videos, but for now you just understand it just clone the existing database. When you click on clone, you just give a name and say clone, another database will get created. How it gets created, what are the intricacies in it, what are the conceptual stuff, we will go through it in more details. So moving on further, you can drop it a database just by clicking on a drop here, and then it will go away from the system. Third one, last one is transfer ownership. Like as of now, we have the 5 roles in Snowflake, which is Snowflake provided, but when we move on, we will create more roles. So that way, who is your current owner and you want to transfer your database roles to some other roles, database ownership to some other roles, then you can do it this way. So when you click on the new database, you will see the database details, that this is sysadmin privileges is the ownership here. And there are two more icons here. One is like group by role. Like if you have more privileges, you can just group it by role, and then here what are the different roles here and what are the privileges. If you just say sysadmin here, and then you can see sysadmin has if you want to give like what particular privileges, you can add it here. So when we go to the schemas, we see two schemas here, information schema and public schema, and then we just click on the schema. So as I told you, like this is pretty much similar to the traditional databases, where under a schema we have tables, we have views, we have functions, we have procedures, if you compare the Oracle database. But if you see these three things, stages, file formats, and data pipelines, these three things are something new to Snowflake, which we will go in more details. But for now, let's understand that what it shows when you click on the tables. So as of now, since we just created this database, we don't have any table at all. Views also we don't have. So let's see what inside an schema, when you press the create button, what happens. So you go to the create, and there are three different options it gives. Like you can create a standard table, you can create a table as a select, or you can create a table as an external. So these are the three ways how you can really create a table. So in the Snow site, this particular capability is given. So we just wanted to create a standard table in this our first database. So we can just say here, like, we can write the query. So I have written the query earlier to create our first table to save some time here. So that's why I can show you in the worksheet. We can directly go and create our first table. So we have created the database, information schema, public schema, and then before that we will set up where exactly we are creating the table. We will be creating our table in the public schema of Alpha Edge First DB. We are in a sysadmin role. Alpha Test Warehouse is the virtual warehouse which we are using. So now we create a table. We just table successfully created. If you come here, you go there table and you don't see it, so what you have to do is you just refresh it. So we see the table. So this is a simple script to create a table. Just create table, table name, first column, second column, third column, fourth column, which is standard ANSI SQL, and then integers and strings. Just to see what exactly it has as of now. When we created it is an empty table, so nothing will be shown. But let me just to give you a look and feel how can you really insert like data in a traditional way, like just writing insert into and then the values clause. So you just insert number of rows inserted 1, and then you can just see like the data is inserted in this. So this is how we can actually create our first database and our table, and like you can insert the data into it and get a look and feel of it. Guys, just keep practicing. That's how you will learn it. And what I would like to say is like thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.